when I've read too many books to distract me from the mirror, when unhappy with my looks, and I ain't got proper diction for the makings of a thug. Though I grew up in the ghetto, and my niggas also drugs, and though that may validate me for a spot on MTV, or give me all the airplay that my bank account would need, I was hoping to invest in a lesson that I learned when that faultless fool would jump me just because it was my turn. I went to an open space cause I knew he wouldn't do it if somebody else could see him, or somebody else might prove it. And maybe in your eyes it might seem I got punked out cause I walked a narrow path and then went and changed my route. But that openness exposed me to a truth I couldn't find in the clenched fist of my ego or the confines of my mind, in the hipness of my swagger, or the swag in my step, or the scowl of my grimace, or the meanness of my rep. Cause you represent a truth, son, that changes by the hour. And when you open to it, vulnerability is power. And in that shifting form you'll find a truth that doesn't change, and that truth's living proof of the fact that God is strange. Talk to strangers when family fails and friends usually astray, when Buddha laughs and Jesus weeps and turns out God is gay. Cause angels and messiahs, love can come in many forms, in the hallways of your projects or the fat girl in your dorm. And when you finally take the time to see what they're about, perhaps you find them lonely or their wisdom freaks you out. Maybe you'll find recycles in your back where you began, but come this time around you'll come to talk a different plan. Wait, what was this? I fuck up all the time and I'm proud of it. This was that, yeah. All these other guys you're gonna see here are rehearsed. I wrote this down because I don't know if I even know this shit. Where was that thing? Yeah. Looks like it's from Talk to Strangers. I'm gonna see if I know it. I'm gonna be hard-headed. Here we go. Yeah. When Buddha laughs and Jesus weeps and turns out God is gay. As angels and messiahs, love can come in many forms, in the hallways of your projects or the fat girl in your dorm. And men who tend to fucking up in public with honesty. Forgive me. Let's take it from the fat girl in your dorm. We'll do it for Talk Strangers. Is that okay?
I'll give you a little bit of before, and then we can go right into it.
This is actually how he talks.
That's how it goes.
Strangers when family feels and friends lead you astray, when Buddha laughs and Jesus weeps and turns out God is gay. As angels and messiahs, love can come in many forms, in the hallways of your projects or the fat girl in your dorm. And when you take the time to finally see what they're about, or perhaps you find them lonely and their wisdom trips you out. Maybe you'll find recycles send you back where you began, but come this time around you'll have someone who holds your hand, who prays for you, who's there for you, who sends you love and light, exposes you to parts of you that you once tried to fight. And come this time around you choose to walk a different path. You'll embrace what you turned away and cry out what you laughed, cause that's the only way we're gonna make it through this storm. But ignorance is common sense and census the norm, and flags wave high above the truth and let you never touch, and stolen goods are overpriced and freedom costs too much, and no one seems to recognize the symbols come to life. The bitten apple on the screen, and Jesus had a wife, and she was his Messiah, like that stranger maybe yours, who holds the subtle knife that carves the worlds like magic doors. And that's what I've been looking for, the bridge from here to now. Was watching BT like what the fuck, son, this is foul. But that square box don't represent the sphere that we live in. The earth is not a flat screen, I ain't trying to fit in. But this ain't for the underground, this shit is for the sun. A street that they gave to me and planted on my tongue. And when I look at you, I know I'm not the only one. As a great man once said, there's nothing more powerful than an idea whose time has come. That man was Victor Hugo, and I just discovered another quote of his that I really like. Thank you, Kwame, man. The other Victor Hugo quote I love is the one where he says, taste is the common sense of genius. It was like, Yeah. All right, dude. See? Thank you. Thank you, man. It's for Victor.
Better in French.
Yeah, you know it in French?
No.
Oh, see. Then how do you know that?
Assumptions.
Oh, assumptions.
Not
Well, I like assumptions. I don't mind being made an ass out. I've just made an ass of myself a few times in a row. You know? Somebody may have walked in and seen me for the first time and assumed this guy sucks. And he may be right. You know, I don't know. I never said I didn't suck. Bandmates. Yeah, all right. So anyway,